Hi everybody, Victor Oliver here, and this is the weigh-in for the St. Michael's and All Angels sponsored diet. In a minute you'll watch me step onto my scales and you can see for yourself how much I weigh. When I first started this on the 17th of August, I weighed 14 stone 2 pounds. Now I'm not a tall guy, I'm not some strapping kung fu fighter. So 14 stone 2 pounds was far too much, far too much. I'm a type 2 diabetic as well, so, controlling my blood sugars also was getting a bit difficult. And so I said to Father Ben Scott, the curate of St. Michael's and other churches in the two parishes here in Lancing and Sompting, West Sussex, I said to him that the only way I'm going to be able to lose weight is to suffer the risk of humiliation. Suddenly his face lit up. He became visibly interested in this project. And I said the best way to go about this is that I get sponsored by the parishioners and anyone who wants to, whoever, and then I will donate the money to the church. But if I fail to hit my target to lose 2 stone and get to 12 stone 2 pounds by the 17th of November, which is today, then I would have to pay out of my own pocket half the sponsorship money. So there was the risk of financial ruin, humiliation, and the eternal teasing of Father Ben himself, who's relentless in his criticism and mockery of this very old man called me. So what are we doing today? There's going to be a weigh-in the moment. I've got the scales on the ground here. Best place for it, really. I've got a copy of the times for today, for the 17th of November, so you can check that it really is the 17th of November. Here you see my body in all its infernal complexity, and you'll see the scales in a minute as I step onto them, and we see how much I weigh. So I've got to be at least 12 stone 2 pounds, okay? I do have a kilogram scales, but you can easily convert the figures and blah, 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 blah. So let's do it, shall we? Let's go to the ground. And there's the times for today. Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmare. Could be Victor Oliver's kitchen nightmare, because I really had to cut back some food. So you see it's the November the 17th there, Monday. Yeah, that's great. And there's the scales, So as you see, it's on 0 at the moment. And let's do the weigh-in, shall we? Yeah. So there's my little foot, and there's another foot coming. Oh, what is that? So you can see around 75 kilograms. Shall we agree that? 76, something like that. 70. Moving on. Oh, it's gone up a bit. That's not right, is it? Sometimes the scales play. Let's do it again. So you can see that this is a reality show, because you can make it up, really. It's about 70, let's say 75 kilograms for argument's sake, shall we? About 75 kilograms. And that's about 11 stone, 11 pounds. You can double check it on Google, but it's well under the 12 stone 2 target. And so cough up, basically, give me your money, which will then be given to the church. Thank you very much for sponsoring me and encouraging me. People who go to the church regularly would have seen me whittle away. I've had to be fished out of street drains as I slip through the grills. Quite tragic, really. There have been some courageous attempts to save me from falling down drains. And I shall be actively pursuing those who owe money. And once again, thank you very much. Just a quick word about the diet. I discovered that in order to lose weight, you really have to eat, which sounds paradoxical, but the problem is if you don't eat, if you starve yourself too much, the body thinks it's under attack, and then it doesn't burn up the fat too much because it wants to make the most of the stores. And it will start burning up your muscles if you're not careful. And the safest way to go about things is to try to lose up to 2 pounds a week. And if you think you're losing a stone in a week, that's probably just water. So do look into the subject. be responsible. I am a type 2 diabetic, as I may have mentioned earlier, and I now control my blood sugar so much better. I'm going to continue dieting until I get to about 11 stone 8, which I think is the appropriate weight for my height and build. And if you are going to diet yourself and you don't want to go down the Manjaro route, which frankly I would try to dissuade you from doing, then look into the subject and perhaps avoid some of the novelty diets where, for example, you just eat protein. You certainly need protein, but a protein-only diet is not right. Try to keep the diet as balanced as possible. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.